How is it going, everybody? This is RBT coming at you with my Toronto Blue Jays series recap. The Red Sox take 2 out of 3 from the Blue Jays in Rogers Center. And it was actually a very, very positive series. And I didn't actually make a video recapping the Yankees series, so I might just talk about how I think about the team thus far, 6 games into the season. And well, today they won 13-0, and it was funny because I was just talking to my uncle, who's a huge Blue Jays fan, and it was before the game, and I was telling him how I was feeling like this team, the thing it's lacking from a production standpoint, it's just flat out power. And then today they go out and hit 6 home runs, and they proved me completely wrong. And hopefully they'll continue to do so the rest of the season, because I do believe in the first few games we lacked that power. Not just only home run power, the hit the balls in the gap, doubles, stretch them into triple power. I mean, didn't hit very many extra base hits in those first 6 games, and I'm glad to see him show they can do that today. And it was just a very good game. John Lester again impressed very much so. Went 7 innings, didn't give up a run. Not sure. I don't think he walked anybody, but a very good game. We bruised up R.A. Dickey very early, had 5 runs in the first, and we just played a very good game overall. Bullpen. Clayton Mortensen came in and had 2 very strong innings. And the bullpen, aside from Alfredo Aceves, has looked quite well to me. And let's see, the first game we played, back and forth game, that was really our first real nail biter game where we had to come back late. And the second game, I don't know what happened there. J.A. Happ had our number. We cannot flat out hit at all that game. It was pretty bad game. We did get on base a lot. I had some good at bats, getting on base by walk, but just could not hit the baseball yesterday. But today, I guess we saved that for today because we completely smashed the ball today. And the Yankees series, like I said, we won 2 out of 3. It was a positive series, and there's not too much else to say. We hit the ball very good the first game. I did make a recap of the first game. The second game, more of a close game. Thursday we lost. Wednesday we won. Yeah, we had the off day. We won 7-4 on Wednesday, and we were actually winning 7-1, and then Alfredo Aceves gave up a 3-run bomb late, and then the Yankees. Andy Pettitte pitched very well against us Thursday. Not too much we can do there. Yankees had some really good at bats with 2 outs. That's where they got the most of their runs. And we won both series so far, so that's a positive. We're in first place right now. We're 4-2, and we can actually increase that lead. We only have a 1-game lead right now. We can increase that lead over the next 2 series. We play our home opener tomorrow against the Orioles, and then after we play 3 games against the Orioles, we come back and play the Rays this weekend. So those are the 2 teams that trail us by 1 game. So that's about a week and a half of an opportunity to actually widen our lead in the division, which would be very nice going into the second month of the season. And because after we play the Rays, we have the Indians, Royals, A's, which those series are iffy. And then we play the Astros in a 4-game series, which we should take control of that series. So if we have, say, a 3-game lead, possibly, maybe even a 4-game lead after the Rays series, I could see us widen our gap maybe by another 2 games by the end of the month. And that's a really big thing. Starting the season, we've started out very well, and a 6 game lead in this month in the division would be a very, very positive way to look at the beginning of the season, with the way this division is, because it's so difficult. And I'll take a 1-game lead, but like I said, with the opportunities there for us to widen that gap, and hopefully we can do so soon, because it's better to get off to a really good start, because we didn't necessarily do that last year. But real quick, thoughts on the team so far. It was a big thing that John Lackey went down. Hopefully we'll not even have to put on the DL, because I think every Red Sox fan does not want to see Alfredo Aceves in the rotation, because I've never been a big fan of him. His stuff is not impressive to me, and obviously it's not impressive to the opposing team. They always hit bombs off of him. John Lester, Clay Buchholz, both so far has looked very well. John Lester has 2 starts. Clay Buchholz goes tomorrow against the Orioles, which is actually a day game. So that will be, I won't be able to watch the whole game, but that sucks. I didn't realize that. But Felix Lebrant looked pretty good in his first start. I think he got a no decision in that game. Could be wrong. No, Ryan Dempster played the game against the Yankees. And Ryan Dempster, his pitch count got driven up way too fast. He struck out a lot of guys, which is a positive, but I think he only lasted 4 or 5 innings, so he needs to improve on that. Didn't look too terribly bad, but he does need to improve. Felix Lebrant, same thing. His pitch count was driven up way too much, and Saturday we could not hit the ball at all. John Lackey was injured, like I said, and Alfredo Chavez came in and gave up that big home run, which kind of put the game out of reach. But individual players, Jose Iglesias, I believe, has impressed everybody. I really wish they would not bench him or send him down to AAA, whatever they're going to do, whenever Stephen Drew comes back from injury. Because not only is Jose Iglesias playing the spectacular defense that we all expected from him, he is hitting the ball very, very well. He's batting over 500, and that's the one question mark surrounding him coming into playing in the majors full time, is can he hit the ball consistently all season long. And so that thus far he's hitting over 500, so you can't ask much more from him. He's not a big power guy, but he hits singles, infield hits, plays his heart out, man. He's played very well on defense, so I don't know what they're going to do in that situation, because it's hard to bench a veteran guy like Stephen Drew after you pay him $9.5 million to play for a year. But, I mean, you can't bench a guy like Jose Iglesias after the way that he's playing, so we'll see what happens there. Also, it'll be interesting to see what happens when David Ortiz comes back. Who are they going to bench? Because I don't believe they're going to bench Johnny Gomes or Shane Victorino. With having Daniel Nava already on the bench, I believe it's going to be very hard, but I believe Jackie Bradley Jr. will end up getting sent down to AAA. I could be wrong, but whatever happens, he does need to be playing every day. And with the players that we have, I don't believe that can be the case at the major league level right now unless somebody else gets injured, which is hopefully not the case. But I believe Jackie Bradley Jr. is a heck of a player. I mean, he's a major league type player right now, but the numbers is just not in his favor right now, unless there's another injury. Because David Ortiz, he's a 3-hole hitter, man. He's got to come back. Like I said, I still don't believe we have the power that we need in the lineup with Ortiz. I believe that's the case because he's your traditional 3-hole hitter, and I don't believe Pedroia is that guy. I think we're a much better team with Pedroia batting 2 in the lineup, but that's my opinion. Other players, Mike Napoli, he's proven that his power is there, but he's striking out way too much. The only player that really has disappointed me, I mean, Mike Napoli's been a little bit of a disappointment, but Jared Saltamaki is not hitting the ball at all right now. Hopefully that'll pick up, and I believe that will pick up, but thus far he's disappointed me. Like I said, Jose Iglesias has definitely surprised everybody. Jackie Bradley Jr. has been playing pretty well. He's getting on base. He just hasn't got lucky yet hitting the ball. He's not really striking out too much. He's just too many grounders. Teams have learned to pitch him inside, and that's his weakest point because he needs to learn that inside pitch, how to hit it. But he's played very well in the outfield. He has a good arm, and he's impressed me. He just hasn't got as many hits as expected, but he played great this spring, and the potential's there. Jacoby Ellsbury, he's been pretty good thus far. Had a big game today, had a home run. He's playing great defense expected from him. I don't believe he's going to be that 30 home run guy anymore, but I still believe he's the guy that can hit around 300, steal a bunch of bases, and get on base a lot and be a traditional number 1 hole hitter. Shane Victorino, man, he's been one of the most impressive players to me thus far. He's hitting the ball very well, playing great in the outfield, very, very good arm, very aggressive on the base pass, but he's made some mistakes thus far, especially in that Yankee game where he tried going second to home. But he's fast. He messes with the pitcher, messes with the pitcher's mind. But like I said, he's just been very, very impressive. Like I said, from day one, the day they signed him, I was like, yeah, Shane Victorino, the clubhouse guy, can be very productive hitting the ball, great in the outfield, great arm. I know he's going to be a great asset to this team. Johnny Gomes also impressed me very well. He can crush left-handed pitching. I don't believe he has a home run this far in the season. He didn't play today. If he did, he probably would with the way the team was going. But I still believe we're a really good team with Johnny Gomes in the lineup. Daniel, it's hard because we have so many good players. Daniel Nava is also a great player, been very good thus far. So is Pedro Sarriaco, but there's just not anywhere for these guys to play. But it's great to have them come off the bench. Will Middlebrooks been disappointing until yesterday. He hit his first home run. Well, actually the day before yesterday, the 6-4 game. But today, man, crushed the ball, and I think he's gonna be on a hot streak after that because he was definitely seeing the ball great today. Dustin Pedroia has been Dustin Pedroia. We all expect that from him. He's been playing very well, and that pretty much covers it, I believe. I think so. So that has been my recap of the first 6 games of the season. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me know how you think the Red Sox are doing thus far, and how do you think they're going to be doing in the next couple series, and so on and so forth. So have a great day, guys, and as always, roll Tide, go Sox, and go Titans to you. I will see you later.